CBS 12 News starts now with breaking news.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Liz Quirantes.
And I'm Jim Grimes.
A multi-county manhunt came to an end in West Palm Beach just a few hours ago. Deputies say 3 suspects were spotted in a stolen car. They're believed to be connected to a murder that happened last night in Belle Glade.
Yeah, Liz, that chase started earlier this morning when that same vehicle had been spotted over at a Martin County Elementary School. The suspects apparently trying to break into some cars in a parking lot. They sped from that area, later wrecked out near the intersection of Flagler and 47th near Broadway in West Palm Beach. CBS 12's Katie Benty joins us live from that area tonight with the latest details. Katie?
Jim, this manhunt went on for over an hour, but finally came to an end when the car crashed into that fire hydrant right behind me. But that's not to say they didn't try to keep going. One of the suspects actually got out of the car and started running, but deputies say all 3 suspects are now in custody. Now, Martin County Sheriff's Deputy Chief John Budenseek says it all started when the 3 were spotted pulling on door handles at an Indiantown elementary school. The group sped off and started heading south to Palm Beach County in a Pontiac Grand Marquis. Budenseek said it's the same vehicle reportedly linked to a homicide late Thursday night in Belle Glade. Multiple law enforcement agencies joined in on the pursuit, deputies calling it a knockdown, drag-out car race. At one point, they say the suspects were pointing weapons at officers, but it finally ended when they crashed the car at the corner of Flagler and 47th Street right here in West Palm Beach.
It's alarming for us. Our deputies are responding to, it's not benign, but it's a kind of a lower level case, and they end up jumping people that we suspect just murdered someone yesterday.
Now, Palm Beach County Sheriff's deputies want to clarify it's unclear if the trio is connected to the homicide in Belle Glade. All they know for sure to be connected is that car, but the investigation is ongoing. Reporting live in West Palm Beach, I'm Katie Benty, CBS 12 News.
The Martin County Sheriff's Deputy says it all started when the 3 were spotted pulling on door handles at an Indiantown elementary school. The group sped off and started heading south to Palm Beach County in a Pontiac Grand Marquis.
That's right. We also know tonight what caused the driver to slam into a group of cyclists. Apparently, this was in the town of Gulfstream and happened last month. FHP says a 77-year-old driver of the car had a seizure. The woman has been cited for driving with a suspended or canceled license. 8 cyclists were injured in that accident. A portion of Military Trail today is back open after it had been shut down for several hours earlier this morning. Police were pulling over a man driving a car with a stolen tag over by the Jupiter High School. According to police, as they approached the car, the man shot himself during that traffic stop. He was taken to St. Mary's. We don't know his condition. This is a developing story. Expect updates.
A gated neighborhood may not be as secure as you think. We're told thieves are getting more creative in Palm Beach County, scaling the walls and getting into these protected communities. Now, Martin County deputies are warning homeowners the disturbing trend. We're told these crimes have not happened in Martin County yet, but deputies are alerting people to be extra vigilant. CBS 12's Al Peffley joins us outside a gated community near Stewart. Al?
Liz, if you live in a gated community and you've got a wall like this surrounding your neighborhood, you probably feel pretty safe. But authorities say in Palm Beach County, the thieves now are climbing over walls like this to break into these gated neighborhoods and then go in and break into houses. And they feel it won't be long before they come to Martin County to try to commit the same crimes here.
We're going around and we're notifying residents in gated communities more particular about some burglaries that have been occurring down in Palm Beach County.
Martin County Sheriff's deputies are trying to get the word out, warning people in gated neighborhoods to be extremely careful.
These burglaries are happening. We want you guys to know. These burglars are hitting these communities with walls, fences, security measures.
Martin County Sheriff's officials say burglars are literally scaling walls, getting into gated communities at night, stealing garage door openers or house keys from unlocked cars and driveways, and then going into homes to steal money and jewelry while the homeowners are inside asleep.
It's rather troublesome that you can think you're protected, but yet not be protected.
Lock your doors, lock your things up, keep your valuables inside.
Sheriff's officials say the break-in started near the Palm Beach County-Broward County line and appear to be moving north. The latest break-in was in Jupiter last week, meaning they could be hitting Martin County next.
It's alarming to us. And that's why we're trying to get ahead of it with our local communities, our HOAs, let them know, hey, this is a trend that's going on.
Society has changed. They don't put anything past anyone. It's just, the sign of the times.
And they say it could get dangerous if a homeowner wakes up and discovers they're in the house.
They're not afraid. These individuals are not afraid to go in an occupied house, which again is alarming to us. So they're going in there, they're getting what they can get, and then they're leaving a lot of times in these victims' vehicles.
And I reached out to the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office and the Broward County Sheriff's Office to try to find out how many of these break-ins have been reported, but they were unable to provide us with any statistics. Live near Stewart, Al Peffley, CBS 12 News.
If you do wake up and find someone in your house, officials say defend yourself if you have a gun. If not, they say it's best to get out of the house if you can. Let the thieves take what they want and call 911.
A toddler is fighting for his life after he was found unconscious floating in a pond. This happened last night. The family reported the little boy missing just yesterday. He was found later in a pond near their home. Port St. Lucie police say it appears another child had left the door open and the boy had snuck out. He was being watched by his grandmother at the time.
That they can be a lot to handle and a lot to keep an eye on, and sometimes tragic things like this happen. Pretty traumatic experience for an officer to be exposed to a young child. It always touches us, especially hard when it's an innocent child.
When officers arrived, one of the parents and neighbors in the area, they were giving that child CPR. Police took over from there until the ambulance arrived. We are still waiting for an update on the toddler's condition.
Florida home insurance is already some of the most expensive in the nation, thanks in large part to hurricanes. Now, two of the private insurers still operating in the state are looking to raise their rates by more than 50% a year. But as CBS 12's Victoria Cardenas found out, these increases aren't going to impact all customers. Victoria.
Amica Mutual Insurance and Castle Key Indemnity are asking for these rate hikes for policies covering condominiums and secondary residences. Both companies say they're looking to make up significant losses due to recent storms. Two private home insurance companies that cover more than 250,000 Florida homes are asking for major rate increases right now. Amica Mutual is asking for a 54% hike, and Castle Key is asking for a 53% hike.
It may have surprised some people because we haven't seen these type of increases recently.
Mark Friedlander with the Insurance Information Institute says the request is due to the cost of storm losses and higher construction and material costs. Right now, the price hikes would only impact condos and vacation homes.
And a lot of the damage from those hurricanes was basically oceanside condo structures. Those saw a lot of damage either on the Atlantic side or on the Gulf side.
Friedlander also points out these companies aren't outliers. Other insurers already got double, even triple-digit increases last year. His hope is this year we could see some stabilization and maybe even more competitive prices for homeowners.
We now have 7 new home insurers that have been approved by the regulator to write business in Florida this year.
Florida's Office of Insurance Regulation has scheduled a virtual public meeting for these rate hike requests, and Friedlander expects the OIR will approve those requests. Reporting in West Palm Beach, Victoria Cardenas, CBS 12 News.
All right, turning now to weather. Heading into the weekend, our Michael Ehrenberg telling us it could be a little bit of change. Hi, Michael.
Yeah, that's right, Jim. We do have rain coming into the area for the second part of the weekend. In the meantime, though, today, as forecasted with a south-southeast wind, temperatures did warm up. In fact, at the Palm Beach International Airport, we did get to 80 degrees this afternoon after a morning low of 60 out there. The 60 is normal, but the 80 is 3 degrees above the normal of 77. And a beautiful end of the day. Here's a live look at the Jupiter Reef Club over there in the Jupiter area. Lots of windsurfers out there with that wind out of the south-southeast. We still have a high rip current risk along the area beaches for the remainder of today and likely into tomorrow as well. Winds, though, not all that gusty. The highest gust right now, 20 miles an hour there in Boca, 10-mile-an-hour gusts in Boynton and 13 in Wellington. Much lighter winds for those of you up there along the Treasure Coast. It's very comfortable. Temperatures in the 70s everywhere. Up to 80 right now in Loxahatchee, hello Jupiter, 75 for you. Along the Treasure Coast, we're looking at mid to upper 70s, 76 in Vero, and 77 right now there in the Sebastian vicinity. Hour by hour for the West Palm Beach area will tend to be partly to mostly cloudy for this evening and tonight, and just a very slow drop in temperatures. Lows by morning will be getting down into the mid-60s. There could be some lower 60s or upper 50s far north and west. So the high pressure is going to leave, making way for our next weather maker. We have a storm over the central U.S. That'll move east. That cold front will move into our area, and another low will develop along it this weekend. We'll time out the rain hour by hour, let you know it will arrive where you are and how much to expect when I come back a little later with the 10-day forecast.
Lake Okeechobee water levels are too high, more than 16 feet right now. So this weekend, the Army Corps of Engineers is going to begin a massive release of water from the lake for the first time in months. Treasure Coast reporter Dylan Huberman spoke to local stakeholders about the release of lake water into local waterways.
Starting Saturday, the Army Corps will be discharging the maximum allowable water flow from Lake Okeechobee in order to lower the lake level ahead of the summer rains. News that was met with concern in communities where that contaminated water flows.
The intent behind the pending releases is to move as much water as possible out of Lake Okeechobee before the beginning of oyster spawning, before the start of blue-green algal blooms on the lake, and before the start of the wet season.
Colonel James Booth says Lake Okeechobee is more than 16 feet high, about 6 inches higher than this time last year, which creates all sorts of problems for birds and other living things that are part of the lake's complex ecosystem. The water will start pouring into the St. Lucie River and Indian River Lagoon on Saturday.
The volumes they're talking about releasing starting Saturday are just going to be devastating to both these estuaries.
You're taking our coast, beautiful Bahama blue water with seagrass and manatee and sea turtles and everything that exists in that ecosystem, and you're dumping fresh Lake Okeechobee water that's filled with nutrients and creates the conditions for toxic blue-green algae blooms.
The concerns about the impact of lake water on these outside estuaries are well known, but for people whose livelihood depends on a healthy Lake O, the drainage plan is good news.
We're losing our business. I'm losing my livelihood over here, and so is thousands of other people. We're in an area that's kind of forgotten.
Captain Mark Shepard has been guiding fishermen on Lake Okeechobee for decades. He believes that you have to balance the needs of the lake and the nearby waterways.
They also have to keep us in consideration. We've been very considerate not sending any water to the coast and trying to send it south, but we're to a point now we need help and we need to get it out of here.
Believe me, we realize how critical environmental needs are, and it makes any decision to release that much harder.
Coastal communities understand there is less blue-green algae in the water right now than there will be come summer. But these discharges still aren't welcome.
No, I'd rather not see it at all.
It's the lesser of two evils to do it now than do it later, but it's still an evil.
Colonel Booth says the Army Corps is hoping to stop draining the lake on April 1st as long as it's down to a manageable level. In Martin County, Dylan Huberman, CBS 12 News.
Next, former President Trump and his sons found liable for fraud, the hefty penalties they're facing that could upend their business.
A class action lawsuit against several dating apps. What a group of users are claiming happened to them.
If you didn't get to come out and meet the morning team yesterday morning, you have another chance next week. On Wednesday, they're headed to Beach Bum Bagel Cafe in Vero Beach for the CBS 12 Morning Show to go. The address is on your screen. The team will be handing out free breakfast and some CBS 12 News swag.